SCA Weekly Report. I'm Connor Lewis.
And I'm Michaela Fleetwood.
Today is Wednesday, February 24th.
Well, we have been away for 3 weeks, so we have had a lot of time to think.
And we've come up with a new forum for our weekly news.
Yes, and we are very excited about it.
Yes, we're very excited about it.
And so,
the first thing we're going to be doing is a weekly bio, and Samantha and I will be helping us with that. And this week, she is going to be interviewing Gabby Lucas. We are here with Samantha and Gabby, and we are very, very glad that they could be with us today. Samantha, why don't you get us started?
Well, this is Gabby Lucas, and she is our newest student here at SCA, and she has come from the Seymour Middle School, and we are so glad that she is here with us. So why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
I've always lived in Seymour. I'm 13. My hobbies are going shopping, swimming, cheerleading.
Oh, I love shopping. Shopping is like
Shopping.
Yeah. So do you have any place that you like to shop?
Probably the Indianapolis Mall.
Yeah, the mall.
Yeah.
Do you have 3 favorite shops?
Probably Hollister, Abercrombie, and Airhouse.
Cool. That's really cool. So, besides shopping and school, do you have any other hobbies that you like to do?
Not really.
That's cool.
speaking of hobbies, we have a new segment, and that is a how-to section with Iska Spina. And so let's see what Iska has for us. Iska is doing our how-to segment, and this week she is starting a series on how to crochet.
Iska, why don't you tell us a little bit why we should learn how to crochet?
Well, crocheting, it is a lot of fun, and it's kind of therapeutic, and it gives you something to do with your hands, so you can do it while you're, I don't know, watching TV or stuff. But you can make money from it, actually. I've made a lot of money from selling things. This actually is crocheted, and it's really cute. I didn't make it, but yeah, those are some reasons why you should crochet.
That's cool. Why don't you get us started?
Okay, well, if you're a beginner, you should start with, this is a hook. This is what you use to crochet with. And this is the type of yarn you should use. It's like 100% acrylic, I think. And so it's not really soft, so the fibers don't all stick together. So if you mess up, you can pull it out and it's not all stuck.
How do we get started?
Okay, well, first thing you have to do is make a slip knot. Could you pull that, please?
Yes.
Okay, and what you do is you make a loop just like this. You just cross it over, and then you take the yarn at the end of the yarn and you pull it through, and that's a slip knot. And so you can pull the end and it'll make it tighter, make it looser, and then you stick the hook into it and pull it tight. You don't want it really tight because then it makes it really hard to work with, but you don't want it really loose either because it'll fall off. That's what you start with. And when you start crocheting, you have to have a base, something to work with, and that's called a chain. And what you do is you hold the hook. Now, different people hold the hooks differently. Some people hold it like this, but that's uncomfortable for me. So just hold it however feels comfortable, and you just take the yarn and wrap it around the hook, and make sure the yarn gets in the hook part of it, and then you just pull it through the loop that's on there. And you just keep doing that.
What is this called?
A chain. And you just keep doing it until, whenever you're making something, usually you're using a pattern, and it'll tell you how many things to chain. But that's the beginning lesson.
So how many loops should you always have on the hook?
Just one.
We will continue on next week, and she will give us another part of crocheting, and so each week we will learn something different about crocheting, and soon we will all be able to crochet very well. So thank you, Iska.
You're welcome.
Each week we are going to introduce a reason to attend SCA. And this week's reason is the student-teacher ratio, which is 7:1.
Yes, and that equals more one-on-one time with the student and the teachers. So
this past weekend was our SCA extravaganza, and it was a lot of fun. Yes.
Yes, it was. And this week we are approaching our last game of the season, which is going to be at Calvary's Gym in Indianapolis, and it is on Saturday.
Saturday at 10 o'clock.
So we are very excited, and we hope to beat Calvary.
Yes.
And so
that's our last game of the season, which is kind of bittersweet.
yeah, but we hate running laps, so that's a good thing. But we always miss volleyball, so we are looking forward to this Saturday.
Thanks for joining us this week on our newly formatted SCA Weekly Report. I'm Connor Lewis.
And I'm Michaela Fleetwood.
God bless.